Welcome back to another episode of Play by Play. This is a bonus episode, and I'm talking about WrestleMania 40, or what's going to come in WrestleMania 40. I've never done a wrestling episode of this podcast, but that's why it's a bonus episode. Presented by Win or Lose Sports. Go to winnerloseshow.com to check out all of our content. So a lot of people are surprised or not so happy about what's happening in the WWE or what happened at SmackDown after the Royal Rumble. So if you missed the Royal Rumble, go back and watch it. But in the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes, who won the 2023 Royal Rumble, won it again this year to be facing a title holder, or the heavyweight title holder of Raw or SmackDown at WrestleMania. And everyone who's a wrestling fan knew or thought that he would choose to face Roman at WrestleMania because that's who he faced last year. And of course, the belt that Roman holds is the undisputed heavyweight champion. The combination of the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship is now the undisputed championship. And anyone who's a wrestling fan knows that is the most coveted belt in the WWE right now, and probably all of wrestling. And the belt that Seth Rollins has is the World Heavyweight title. It's a remake of the old WCW or the NWA World Heavyweight title, the big gold belt. And most people are saying that is the second-rate heavyweight belt because that's something that the WWE or Triple H came up with in order to give a champion to Raw, because Roman, of course, had the title for over 3 years, the undisputed or the Universal and the WWE belt for over 3 years, and has not been defeated, and has been running the WWE for the last how many ever days, over 1,200 days, I think. So Cody, who's the son of Dusty Rhodes, wants to finish his story. He wants to finish the story, a move that his brother Goldust could not do. He never reached that pinnacle of heavyweight championship. He never reached that milestone of getting to that point. I think he was a tag title, never won the Royal Rumble, and was the Intercontinental Champion at one point. And I think the European Champion, but never got to the point of the WWE Heavyweight Champion or the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. I think he was a TV champion over in WCW and maybe the US champion in WCW. I'm not 100% on that, but the point is, Dusty Rhodes, who is the father of those two, was the World Heavyweight Champion at one point in the WCW, never got to the pinnacle of main eventing WrestleMania in the WWE. He never got to that point to where he was the guy to be the face of the WWE. And Cody wants to be that guy. He wants to finish the story, the Rhodes story, in the WWE. So him winning the Royal Rumble this year and being able to headline WrestleMania again after last year losing to Roman Reigns, he wants to be the Rhodes to finish that story. Cody wants to finish the story of the Rhodes family. And of course, he wants to do that at WrestleMania and face Roman for the title, for the undisputed title. That'll be the greatest story. But another story has emerged. The Rock, who a few weeks ago showed up on SmackDown with Pat McAfee and Austin Theory. I think it was maybe a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. And at the end of the promo, after it was all said and done, his question was, I'm about to go eat. Like, where should I sit? Should I sit at the bar? Should I sit at the, I don't know what else he said, but the last question was, or should I sit at the head of the table? And just left it at that. The crowd went crazy. So we all knew what that story was. We all knew that that meant that, okay, I'm challenging Roman for the head of the table. And him showing up on SmackDown last week after Royal Rumble is to think, okay, he wants to finish that story. But I don't think this is a story he wants to finish. It's a story that he wants to, everyone's thinking that he's ruining what WrestleMania is going to be. But I think he's adding to the story. I think he's adding to the Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns story. Even though that might put Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns rivalry or matches on hold, but it is building something. See, what this is going to do is solidify the champion that Roman is. That means this build up that's going to happen for the next 3 months, 2.5 months from now until WrestleMania is The Rock and Roman going back and forth. You got The Rock facing Roman at WrestleMania, the build up to that, and The Rock losing to Roman at WrestleMania, giving Roman the crown of that of a Noai family, giving the Roman the crown of the bloodline. That means he's better than The Rock, quote unquote. Even though some people might say he's not better than The Rock because he doesn't talk like The Rock. He's not extravagant. He's not electrifying. He's not, phenomenal on the mic. He's not this charismatic guy. He's not charismatic. He doesn't have a charismatic personality. And Roman, being Roman, lets his in-ring do the talking. So him beating The Rock will solidify him in a place, not just WWE history, but in his family history as a champion. So with those three things, it's like him beating The Rock and being this number one guy in the WWE now, number one guy in the bloodline, head of the table, defeated The Rock. Now here comes back Cody to finish his story, whether that be at SummerSlam or Survivor Series or the Bash at Berlin, to say Cody finishes his story, even though it's not at WrestleMania. But Cody's thing is to main event WrestleMania. So what I think will happen is Cody main eventing WrestleMania, defeating Seth Rollins, who's probably on his way out because of the injury that he's not talking about, the back injury that they're trying to, I know they mentioned it, but he's trying to push it under the table because they want a story to build, a story to happen. So the story is Cody wins the belt at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins. So he does main event WrestleMania against Seth Rollins. After Roman defeats The Rock at WrestleMania and becomes, after Roman beats The Rock at WrestleMania, becomes the pinnacle, the heightened superstar of the WWE. Best there is, the best there ever was. Cody goes to defeat Roman at the Bash of Berlin or SummerSlam, however they play it, but that will make the Cody Rhodes story the best story ever told. To go from little Cody watching his dad to becoming a WWE superstar himself, dashing Cody Rhodes, to the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, now become the pinnacle of wrestling, to defeat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, to defeat Roman at Bash at Berlin or SummerSlam, to become the WWE champion, undisputed champion, the world heavyweight champion. I know that's far-fetched, but it might not be. It could be one of the greatest wrestling stories ever. Dashing Cody Rhodes leaves, goes to AEW, helps launch AEW, leaves AEW because he wants to finish his story. And his story becomes an emotional roller coaster because now people are upset that The Rock is stealing this story from Cody. But I think that adds to it. That adds to the the drama, the entertainment factor, because now these fans are really upset. They're so upset. They're sending threatening tweets to The Rock's daughter, who is a superstar in NXT, who's currently the general manager of NXT, but sending her threatening messages about her dad, who is a superstar in itself, that has nothing to do with her. So it's funny that that's happening, but I think this is adding to the story, adding to the lure, adding to the excitement of what can happen in this Cody Rhodes story. I don't think it's over. So I think this is a part of it. This is the genius of Triple H and The Rock saying we're interrupting the Cody story to upset the wrestling fans, because you can't do it how you did it in the 80s and in the 90s, when everyone thought that the wrestling, the personality itself was real, that the beefs were real, that Hogan and Andre really hated each other. Now you can't do that. Now you can do it with this. Now everyone's upset. Oh my God, I can't. This was their thinking. I can't wait to see Roman defeat The Rock at WrestleMania to show him that he doesn't belong in the WWE. Oh, you stay in entertainment, stay in acting. This is the reaction. These people are feeling this way, the real life about Rock. When you go to his comments on his social media, you'll see people being upset, like, why are you doing this to Cody? We want Cody. We want Cody. Hashtag we want Cody. That's what's trending right now. Hashtag we want Cody. So I think this is an excitement of what's happening in the WWE, and I appreciate this by Triple H, by The Rock, by Cody, by Roman. This is how wrestling should be done now, and it's great for wrestling. I think it's great for entertainment. It's bringing us older wrestling fans who were fans in the 80s and the 90s back to wrestling, and it's not because of The Rock, but it's because of them telling the story a different way, them telling a story that we can understand about today's society, about how it's going on social media and entertainment. So I think they're doing a phenomenal job now, and we'll see what happens with Seth Rollins as well. So with that story, and with Damian Priest, who still has the money in the bank, who will he cash in, and when will he cash it in? So stay tuned. I'll be talking more about WWE and maybe some AEW. AEW is not my cup of tea at all, but I'll be talking a lot more about wrestling in this podcast. So stay tuned. Subscribe on YouTube at Win or Lose Show. All social media at Win or Lose Show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Play by Play.